Hi, today we're going to work on fraction, decimal, and percent conversions. Actually, I just recorded this entire video without sound, so we're going to start over and do it again, and hopefully it's as good as it was the first time, because let me tell you, the first time it did pretty good. We're going to start with two different fractions that can easily go into 100 so that you can see how to make the fraction equivalent and get your decimal and percent from there. And then our last one, we'll do one that does not have a denominator that goes cleanly into 100. So we'll start with 1/2. The best way to turn it into a decimal is if we can get it over a denominator of 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. So with 2, I can get it over a denominator of 10 because it's equivalent. And I'll say 2 times 5 equals 10. And I need to do the same to the numerator. Times 5 is 5. So 5/10, you write it as you say it, 5/10 would be my decimal. The other way I can do it is to divide, and you'll really need that when you have that denominator that won't go evenly into 10 or 100. So what I'll do then is I do my division problem. So here's my 1/2, my numerator's on the inside and my denominator's on the outside. 2 doesn't go into 1, so I need to put my decimal and a 0, and you guys just learned to divide decimals, so you should be pros at this. 2 goes into 10 5 times, and again my decimal is 5/10, so you can see how it matches up equally. So now to put it into the percent, okay, there's a couple ways to take it from my fraction to my percent. Alright, percent means out of 100. So again, to put it over 100 will give us exactly what our percent will be. 2 times 50 is 100. 1 times 50 is 50. 50 over 100 is 50%. Okay? If you're going from your decimal to your percent, since percent means out of 100, we're going to multiply by 100. So I would take this and say 100 times 0.5. Again, we just learned decimals, so you should be good. I have one decimal place, so that'll be my answer. 0, 0, and 5. Move it one time, and I would get 50%. The shortcut on that, as long as you understand that you're multiplying by 100, would be to take your decimal and I'd move it 2 places to the right, which would again be my 50%. So I moved it 2 places to the right. Okay, let's try another one. 3/4. Again, this one is the one that's nice. It goes cleanly into 110 and all, well, not 10, but 100. So I'll put my fraction over 100. 4 times 25. 3 times 25 is 75. Right away, this actually gives you your decimal and your percent because you can say 75 hundredths and 75%. So it's very quick. If we're going to do different ways to find my decimal, 100 into 75, again, it doesn't go, but it does go into 757 times. Okay, but we have a remainder of 50, and since we're in 7th grade math now, we no longer have remainders. So we'll bring down another 0, goes into 505 times. Now I have no remainder. There is my 75 hundredths as my decimal. Again, as we learned up here, since you're multiplying by 100, I can take it and move my decimal 2 places to the right and get my 75%. So let's try our last one with one that doesn't go cleanly into that next fraction. So I have 5/8. 5 does not go into 10. It doesn't go into 100 without a remainder. So I'm going to have to divide. Let me find a different color pen here. Again, my denominator is outside, my numerator is inside. Okay, 8 doesn't go into 5. So my decimal and my 0. It does go into 50, and it goes into 56 times. 6 times 8 is 48. Remainder of 2. Can't have a remainder. So I bring down my 0, goes into 20 twice, 16. Remainder of 4, one more time, bring down my 0. 8 goes into 45 times. I now no longer have a remainder, so I'm done. And my decimal would be 625 thousandths. Again, to go from my decimal to my percent, I can multiply by 100 or move that 2 places to the right, which would be 62.5%. Alright, so you're going to use this information now to complete the Name That Grid activity, and there's another video that you'll see shortly that gives instructions on that.